Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Duels. So I do apologise for the lack of the videos over the past few weeks, Magic in general, but I've been recovering from a nasty cough and cold kind of thing, so coughing and sneezing has been happening for quite some time, and I didn't really want to put you guys through that. It was kind of hard to talk for a while, for like 30 seconds straight without sneezing or coughing, so it was a bit too much to record videos, but I've still kind of got it now, but it's not as bad. It's kind of under control. But I'm tired of not putting out videos, so I'm back now. Come rain or shine, let's get back into it. I'm going to try and do some extra Magic videos this week to make up for the previous week. But I had a nice backlog of Slay the Spire going just before I got ill. So that's been running on. You might notice that my voice is perfectly fine at the end of that. So that's been the reason why RimWorld and Slay the Spire. I kind of had plans to do like a 6-day backlog so I could have a break, and then right at the end of recording all of that I got ill. So I've kind of eaten into that backlog and it doesn't exist anymore. So I have to come back now. Anyway guys, without further ado, we're playing a Simic ramp deck. It's a lot of fun. If you want to check out the deck tech, there is a link to it at the end of this video as well, but the video should be live if you want to go onto the channel to go and look for it. Without further ado though, guys, I will see you in the games. Okay, we're in. We're on the play, and yeah, seems like a solid hand. Turn 2 Elvish Visionary, potential turn 3 Tireless Tracker depending on what colours he's playing, otherwise we'll probably wait till turn 4. Also depends on if we get an extra land as well, because that turn 4 is a little bit pointless if we don't get the extra land to get the value out of it. Ooh. Well, we get to put a Visionary down which can block the Glory Chaser, unless he has removal, which if he has removal then so be it. Altered Ego, it's pretty good. I might turn 3 Tracker then. We'll see. Oath of Nissa. Not too bad. It's mostly in here for the tutor effect on the beginning of the card. It's a nice solid turn 1 play essentially. Is he gonna get in? He's not, which means he's got no removal. Good to know. No removal, no combat tricks. Which means it's safe enough to play Tireless Tracker here, I think. So we shall. And locking up the board the way we have is really good for us. Just because they really need to get off to a really good start. They need to renown this Glory Chaser to give it menace in order for it to have any value whatsoever. So third land they might have Fiery Impulse or Fiery Temper. That one. Yep, that's the one. There's lots of fiery cards in this game. I lose track. So, next turn, it's probably Island Oath of Nissa just off the cards we've got in hand. Hungry Flames, there's his removal, okay. Goodbye Tireless Tracker. Probably gets in with the Goblin Arsonist, yep. And the Glory Chaser. Alright, this is the easiest block of my entire life. Get rid of that potential Menacer. Don't agree with this attack. I agree with the Arsonist getting in, just because it allows the Glory Chaser to potentially get in the following turn, but that just seems eh, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's go Oath of Nissa. See if we can find something nice. A 3-drop would be lovely. Ah, we miss out on a bounty. Okay, because we've got the Hydra in hand, I'm just going to get the coloured mana. We'll pull the Rogue's Passage later. And we're just going to play a land and pass at that point. When he's done viewing the beautiful land art, we'll see if it is indeed beautiful land art. Yeah, it's pretty nice land art. Alright, land and pass. Okay. Today's soundtrack is brought to you by Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Seemed like interesting soundtrack to put on. I don't remember half of these tunes, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, well, we do... Oh, dear. Ugh. We do get to copy that and make a bigger one of it. So that's the thing. So we can make a 3-4 handwear garrison. Can't see why not. Let's do it. We could obviously hold off and tick up on Nissa, but I think forcing a trade here. Oh. Stopping a trade from happening in any meaningful way is pretty good. Words. Okay. But next turn we get to put down the Hydra. He's got Karizev's expertise. Oh, that's real bad. Alright, okay. He gets to go as wide as he's ever gone in his entire life. Titan strength. Yeah, that's real bad. That is a solid play from our opponent. Gets to create 4 1-1s. That might actually just get him the game there. I don't know if we can stabilise from that point forward. Because he gets to keep those 1-1s. And we're at 3. We got Crush of Tentacles in here though. That'd be good. Give me Crush. Ha, Weaver of Currents. By far not enough. Okay, so we can only block, only take 2. So we've got to have 4 blockers. Well, Elvish Visionary. Sandworm Convergence, not going to do it. Alright, that's game. Play our Weaver of Currents. Yep, our own handwear garrison killed us. Interesting. I mean, had we gone Nissa and ticked up to get the 5-5, he could have just done exactly the same and taken out our Nissa. Maybe he would have taken out the Nissa instead of trying to attack us, which would have been a mistake on his part. But either way, that would have still been 5 damage and we'd still lose just the same. Karizev's expertise is a strong magic card, if you hadn't guessed. Alright, well, on to another game. Okay, we're in, and we've got a slow hand, but the payoffs are pretty good, and they're not far off of the mana that we've got right now. We just need an extra land, and we can play all of these, really. We could do a turn 3 Nissa, but also a turn 3 Rogue Refiner's pretty nice as well. We're on the draw. Let's see what we can do. Ether Hub for our opponent. Alright. That's fair enough. We get our 4th land. Let's not draw any more lands for a very long time, please. Thank you. So our 1 blue land for our single blue cards is pretty good. Oh, it looks like we're up against a ramp deck of some sort. Other than the Druid, though, they've got no coloured mana, which could bode well for us. And a turn 2 play is really solid stuff. So let's get our Elvish Visionary out there. Get a Kiora. You know what? Turn 3 Nissa, turn 4 Kiora, turn 5 Bounty's probably just gonna solve this particular matchup in no time at all. He's just passing, he's mana screwed himself. Somewhat serious. Which is good for us. Because Nissa ticks up +2, which means that this Druid attacking her is just going to do absolutely nothing for him. And we get to scry 2, which is really good. It means that we don't get mana screwed from this point forward. Most likely. Okay, start ticking up. And eventually we can start zeroing Nissa or even ultimating. Ooh. I don't think I want either of these. Because we got Nissa out, so Nissa's going nowhere, so this one's actually just dead in our hand. Altered Ego, when he's mana screwed, just doesn't seem that great. because there's nothing really to copy. And we can't attack, so we'll pass. Because you can either attack Nissa and not have green mana. Yeah. I don't know why he kept that hand. That was a huge misplay for our opponent. And he's got another druid, so he's now got 2 green mana. It's a shame we can't punish that by bouncing his druids or anything like that. But I'm sure we'll figure something out. Okay, let's scry now. Oath of Nissa, Weaver of Currents. I think I'll bomb both of those as well. I kind of just want big, heavy hitters at this point. Okay, let's go with... This is draw first, right? Remove all flood counters. No counters are removed this way. Put a flood counter and draw a card. Yeah, so... The first one's draw a card. I'm just going to Kiora. Let's get these guys going. And then untap. Do I have a 1-drop? I don't. Well, untap that. There's 2 big threats on the board that he can't let slip. Kiora Ultimate is just awesome. It's been a long time since I've played Kiora, so it's pretty much why she's in the deck. That being said, she's actually pretty good here as well. She's ramp and she's effectively giving vigilance to one of our creatures. And a minus as well. Synergizes quite well with Big Nissa as well. Self-milling, and then Self Nissa can... Big Nissa can pull permanents back. Sure. I'll let that happen, because next turn we get to Rogue Refiner. And block. It means he's not doing anything this turn either, so... It's fine by me. Okay, so... Let's go... Forest. Swing for 1 so we can untap the Elvish Visionary, not that it really matters. And then if I untap that, I've got 3 mana left open. It's kind of unfortunate. I suppose I could just throw out the Reclamation Sage for the sake of it. I don't see it getting much value other than just playing into this board state, so... Okay. Untap. Untap. Scry 2. I'll keep the Rogue Refiner. We got the land drops. Let's play the Reclamation Sage. Pass the turn. Nissa can swing over the top with some lands for 10 damage. And then we can actually untap the 2 lands as well with Kiora. So if he swings with both, we kill one and I double block and kill the other. He now has mana, so that's pretty good for him. And he doesn't swing through, which is pretty good for us. Alright, there's a real good chance that if I zero, I hit whatever I want as well, so there is that. I kind of like the idea of getting Nissa to about 10 though, and just plus zeroing her for the rest of the game. Hitting potential Ulamogs and stuff like that. Is this a cast trigger? No, it's put the card onto the battlefield. Just checking. Okay, well, let's go blue mana. How do we want to go about this? Let's swing with our Rogue Refiner. See if he wants to double block. And then we take one of his druids off the table. Instead he's got Spatial Contortion. Wow. Now I see the reason for the colourless. Big bad boy colourless over there. But the rest of it, not sure about that. Okay, we can Bounty the Luxor. We can tick up Nissa, take her up to 9. Do I care about any of these? I guess I could take the explosive vegetation to ramp. But honestly, I don't think I need either of them. I'm just going to bomb them. And then we can untap creature land. Play another rogue refiner. Oops. Misclick. Good job, it didn't matter. See what we draw off the top. It's a woodland bellower. Solid. Gets us that Sylvan Advocate I put to the bottom. I'm sure it gets us something else as well, but we'll see. He's got a Kiora of his own. Ooh, Kiora off. Except for his dies if I minus my Nissa. So, there is that. Goes to combat, probably skips combat, and then ticks up Kiora, untapping that druid and the lumbering force. 3 mana open, can probably do something fun with that. One would assume. Untaps? What? AI? What's going on, buddy? Whatever. Right, draw an extra card. Let's go Forest. Let's zero Nissa. Let's see what we can get off the top. It's like everything except for Ulamog. Get a land. Alright, that'll do. Let's go Woodland Bellower. Pull a Sylvan Advocate. Could also pull a Rogue Refiner or a Tireless Tracker, actually. I just played my land, didn't I? Yeah. Sure, Tireless Tracker, let's do it. Alright, and then we'll go to combat. Threaten your Kiora. See if he double blocks. He does. Alright. I like the value of taking a druid off the table when we've got 2 big threats already on board. And a 3rd in hand, effectively. Alright, untap that, untap that. It's a big mana turn next turn as well, so this Altered Ego, I can max it out with no risk whatsoever, because it can't be countered. Gonna untap some untapped stuff, including one of mine. Why they're doing that, I'll never know. But Rogue Refiner. So it looks like a mirror gone horribly wrong. The sort of mirror, anyway. I'm not running Druid of the Cowls. Don't really need them. And I'm not running Westphal Abbey, because looking at his board state and looking at what he's played and done, seems like Westphal Abbey is really useless. The only reason I've got so much in my board state right now is because his deck's not very interactive, so it's like, it's not really doing him any favours. He's Spring to mind, eh? Right, let's play a land. And then let's... So I could Spring in order to get 2 clues, which means I don't trade with this guy anymore. Swing in with the Westphal Abbey and the Tireless Tracker. Plus the Nissa ult. Probably get another 10 in there. Might as well, right? And then do some untapping. Yeah, let's do that. Get the Mind in the graveyard as well. Might as well get another island. Doesn't make too much of a difference, to be honest. Let's float some mana. Let's ultimate you and you. And do we bounty or do we alter ego? We could bounty to draw 2 next turn. That'd be fun. Don't know how our opponent gets ahead of us then. Or we could alter ego a land or even a woodland bellower. They're both pretty good. The land's just hilarious, to be honest. It's just for funnies. But I think I'm just gonna bounty. And swing. Oh, we've got spatial contortion on you, so it's -3. So I'm gonna have to set these clues to keep him around. And I can't afford to attack him with him now, otherwise it's a trade, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Right, I don't really care about Kiora, but at the same time I can't let her to anywhere near ulting, so I'm just going to swing like so. Potential extra 2 points of damage. Where does he block? He blocks there, right? So this is a safe attack right here. If he trades off, he takes an extra 2, so yeah. It's fine by me. And then Kiora. Let's untap a creature. Doesn't really matter, does it? If I untap 2 lands, I get to do some stuff. Okay, do that. I get to Rogue Refiner. And get a land, which is fine. Honestly, not too fussed about that at all. Kiora is so close to embleming as well. Which will just be game. I think if our opponent stuck with it, he'd realise how much of a slow grind our deck tends to be. It's really not too threatening at all. It just puts out loads of big things that you can't deal with. Alright, our opponent's finally using their Kiora in a meaningful way-ish. Could have floated the mana on the druid there. Rogue Refiner. Sure. Okay, so we draw 2 cards next turn. Tick up Kiora on something that isn't blocked. Oh, hello, Ulamog. Is that just game? It might be. It usually is. Let's play it out, see how it goes. We got 1 mana left open, so we're pretty much dealing with the board state we currently have, so it's not just game. Alright. It's fine though. Get rid of you, get rid of you. So we can go in for mass damage. 3 loyalty. Could 0. Yeah, let's 0. Doesn't really matter all that much. Tireless Tracker. Woo, onto the battlefield. Alright. Swing in with everything. If he wants to block R1-1, he absolutely can, and he can die. And he dies anyway, because I didn't do the math. Alright, that worked out. Alright, I think we've got time for one more game. See you there. Okay, we're in, we're on the play, and immediately, mulligan. And this one's solid. We've got a turn 2 Sylvan Advocate, which is a great start for any ramp deck. And then we've got our Explosive Vegetation into Jace, with a Spring to Mind on turn 3 as well. So we've got turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5 play. So it's a lovely curve with some lovely cards. Our opponent is on blue-red. We'll see how that one fares. Right now, we'll just go Sylvan Advocate. And we've got a decent blocker. It's going to be hard for him to kill it, at least in this next turn. So we're going to be getting at least one free swing off, which is nice. He could block it though. Not the card I expected him to block it with. Okay, we're playing walls. It's not a deck. Don't worry. Alright, let's go like that, and then let's threaten to pump up our Sylvan Advocate, see if he takes the bait and thinks we've got a pump spell. And he's calling our bluff, which he's right to do, because we got nothing. Alright, let's spring to mind. Let's go get another forest. And pass the turn. Alright, I mean he's slowing down our early game, but at the end of the day our early game isn't really anything, to be honest. It's got a Jorien. Okay, so it's some sort of maybe prowess build, something like that. Okay, Island. It's not quite at the block and kill stages of our Sylvan Advocate, but at the same time, I think we can afford to Jace plus. I don't think bouncing Jorien is entirely necessary. It probably puts Jace at just as much risk as well, so... a Tireless Tracker. Yes! Yes, we want Tireless Tracker. It's a solid card. And skip attacks. Called our bluff when we had mana open. He's going to call our bluff when we're tapped out. Okay, 4 mana into Flame Shadow Conjuring. Ooh, this is a spicy meatball. Okay. I'd like to go a little bit wide for the Flame Shadow Conjuring. I'd also love a Reclamation Sage. Scry. Pulse and Marassa to the bottom. Altered Ego. We technically could get Jorien value. Surprisingly. It's an interesting idea. I think I'm just going to go Tireless Tracker Rogue Refiner though. With the land for the clue. Or I could go Jorien, Altered Ego, land, Elvish Visionary, draw a card, draw a card. You know what? Life's too short. Let's do it. Let's copy Jorien. Second spell cast this turn would be the Elvish Visionary. You can also swing in with the Sylvan Advocate. And a Kiora is solid. Alright. Because Jorien, even next turn, we can still draw a card off of it, which I think is hilarious. So swing for 4. He's got to threaten our Jace real soon as well, because we're close to ultimating, and if we do that, we probably just win, especially in a multi-spell casting turn kind of deck. Okay. Fairy Miscreant. Can threaten Jace, because he can copy here and draw a card. That's a pretty cool interaction, actually. Means even a single Miscreant in hand can draw your card, which is fun, but it just costs you an extra mana. But it was going to do that anyway. Grip of the Royal to tap down one of our creatures. No surprise there. It is the Sylvan Advocate. He gets to draw a card. Doesn't make too much of a difference though, because unless he's got Pump, I'm going to block my Jorien against his. Yeah, he's just going to get it for 1. It's to be expected, at least do that. Alright, exiles the copy away. Bounty of the Luxor. Let's take up Jace first. I don't really want to put creatures back in his hand anyway. More card draw. Sure, why not? More blockers the better, I guess. Do we Tireless Tracker? Yes. Yes, we do. Tireless Tracker. Land in a clue. And then we can Kiora. Draw a card from Jorian. Imprison in the Moon is pretty good. And because he tapped down our Sylvan Advocate, we can untap it. And untap that land as well. That matters less, but now we can get in with our Sylvan Advocate. And only deal 3 on blocks alone, and he loses his Jorian for doing that. He could have Burn, of course, but he still loses a pretty key card in his deck, I would imagine. You don't play this card unless it's got a solid amount of interaction. Apparently I should play it, because every single turn I can get value off this Jorian. Reckless Fireweaver. Not what I expected. Doesn't want to copy it. There's an Esperzoa though. Ah, the double Jorian cast can easily be pulled off now with the Skygate. I'm seeing some synergy now. Now he gets double triggers, which he can redirect and kill our Kiora. Solid. Kiora was never a big deal though. For me. She's just kind of a nice synergy card in the deck. It's Jace really that's the bigger threat here. Goodbye. Copy. Right, let's have a look-see. Ah, that Fireweaver is a big problem, but so is that Esperzoa. That Esperzoa is enabling his Fireweaver, really. We have removal for either of them. Let's have a look what Jace pulls, because I think I do want to take up here. I think I want to take the Esperzoa off the board just because it's a big flyer. Don't need the land. Just hunt for that Ulamog, because that'll just win us on the spot, I think. We've got 6, 7, 8 lands. No Tireless Trackers to play, so we'll just go play one now. Yeah, I think I imprison in the Moon the Esperzoa off the board. It pretty much shuts down this Reckless Fireweaver. Pretty much. Just not quite. Let's do it. Goodbye. Bounceable artifact. And let's see. We could Rogue Refiner, Elvish Visionary. I think that's fine. We'll go Elvish Visionary first because Jorian's going to trigger. We might get a better 3-drop. Hey, Ulamog. How's it going? Hey, a spring. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 with spring. If we draw a land with Ulamog, we probably just win. So, that seems like the better play to me. Let's get a forest. Doesn't really matter. And I'll swing my Sylvan Advocate. I think I'll always do this because any trade that he makes here in order to kill it is good for me. Alright, he's at 8. We've got Ulamog in hand, land drop ready. If we don't get land drops and we get mana screwed, the bounty is going to give us the mana we need to cast it anyway, so... As well as the explosive vegetation. It's guaranteed Ulamog is coming down here. Whether it sticks is another question. Another Consulate Skygate. I like the spiciness of our opponent's deck, but I don't think any deck that has to run Skygate to work is a good deck. To be honest. He's not paying the red. Gets to point 1 at Jace. And then another Fireweaver. Probably not going to pay the red for that because it does nothing. And he gets to draw a card. He's going to finally be able to get some damage on us with the Fevered Visions if he wants to. And it looks like we do not need to do any ramping of any sort, because we are just going to go Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, shut down his combo. Could go 5 Flame Shadow Conjuring, but honestly, I don't think it really matters. In blue and red, there's not much you can do about an Ulamog. Ooh, does that really do anything for us? Not really. No, let's bottom it. I want to look for Reclamation Sage, because I think Imprisoned in the Moon is about the only answer he's going to have for an Ulamog. So, if I get the Reclamation Sage, I get to immediately bring it back. He's just going to block and start jumping now. Can't afford to take any life loss. Though if we find a Rogue's Passage as well, that will also just win us the game. Green Warden can pull back a Spring to Mind or a Kiora. I expect the Scoop right here though, to be honest. He's going to play it out. He's got a third dude. If he's got an artifact in hand, then he'll pop it. He doesn't. Telling Time. Draws a card. Some solid spice from our opponent. Bit too hot for me, but solid all the same. We've got a big hit turn coming through. And this might be the time to do some bouncing as well, just to force some blocks. Not gonna copy it? Oh, he is. Alright. Okay. I do like the Flame Shadow Miscreant combo. I think that's kind of a fun one, with the Jory ends as well. I'm just not entirely convinced that the way that he's spawning his artifacts is necessarily the way to go about it. Alright, coming at Jace. That's fine. Sure. Can we, yeah, it's -2. Okay, so we can still minus Jace. And swing on through if we wanted to. Alright, let's have a look-see. Well, we're 2 turns away from just straight up winning, so I mean, there's no real reason for us to beat around the bush here, to be honest. Let's just play our land. We'll play out our turn as we would, because it's not over yet, but I'm pretty certain it's over all the same. There's not really much you can do about this board state at this point. Let's make ourselves a 3/3 Lumbering Falls. Let's bounce a creature as well. Let's bounce Ujorian, I guess. I honestly don't care about Jace. Lumbering Falls is a 5/5 thanks to Sylvan Advocate, if you weren't aware. It's not a synergy you see that much, because Sylvan Advocate usually just gets played for itself. Yep, there's a Grip of the Raw. As we expected, something along those lines might happen. If he's got more grips, could be Green Warden getting back Kiora. Might be a solid idea. But I think we're just going to swing now. Just force some chumps. Swing with you, swing with you, swing with you. Don't want to swing with any of the rest. Let's say he blocks here and he blocks here, then he takes lethal, so yeah, let's swing in with our 1/1s. Should probably swing in with our Jorian as well, but whatever. Let's see how much he makes us pump up our Tireless Tracker. Once. Okay. Let's pump up our Tireless Tracker in order to kill his Skygate. And then I'm just going to play Bounty the Elixir, I think. He's down to 2. It's a shame we didn't have any more pump there. Let's play Bounty the Elixir. most mana efficient play. He gets to kill our Jace here if he wants, and he does. Okay, but he's got a 1-3 and a 1-1. I haven't been this not scared in a very long time. Jorian's back. Because essentially, we can Green Ward and get back Kiora. Kiora can then untap Ulamog and we can swing in. You can make copies if you want. Wadded copy is a filigree familiar. Alright. Let's to gain some life. And copy it. And then minus Saheeli to copy it again. See, this is more along the lines of the copies that I would have expected from this deck. He's still dead in 2 turns, but... well, 2 turns if he doesn't have another grip of the Royal. Because Ulamog's just going to mill him out. And we get to draw an extra card. Another Tireless Tracker. Okay, so 6-4 for Kiora. Can I afford to Tireless Tracker? That's the thing. 6 mana, 4 for Kiora. Untaps. A land. No, I don't think we have Tireless Tracker mana there. But let's play it out this way just in case. Get Kiora, Master of the Depths. Yes, please. Kiora. Oh, actually we do. Because we make our land drop, and then Kiora untaps. Untap. Ulamog, and yep, he's had enough. And that Lumbering Falls. Play our land. And in this particular case, Tireless Tracker doesn't really do much. Let's just Rogue Refiner, mill ourselves a bit. And swing on through. Uvenwald Hydra seals the deal. It's going to be an unblockable Uvenwald Hydra. Swing in. I'm just going to swing with everything, actually. Excuse me. Alright. Blocks our 2 biggest things, probably. Honestly, no matter where he blocks, he's done. Okay, he's down to 5. He needs to block our entire board. Let's get rid of Explosive Vegetation and Bounty of the Luxor. Don't need card draw, don't need ramp. And he needs a beginning of combat. Ooh. He's going to bounce our Ulamog. Or not. A Twin Bolt, eh? On Kiora. Okay. This is where the AI does fun things. Makes a copy, then bounces Ulamog. There you go. You're still really dead though, aren't you? Well, the game crashed just as he targeted our Ulamog, but I think we all know that that game was incredibly over. Bounce my Ulamog or not, I had Uvenwald Hydra with Rogue's Passage coming through, and the Ulamog could easily just come straight back again and swing through, so yeah, that's going to do it. I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I do apologise for the lack of videos. I'm going to try and overdo it a little bit and give you more magic this week. If I can do it, but you can hear from my voice it's a little bit difficult for me right now to continue doing it, but I thought it was just long overdue. I'm just going to power through the illness at the moment. So anyway guys, if you did enjoy the episode, like and subscribe, don't forget to hit that little bell icon, and don't forget to check out the deck tech as well. The link to it will be right at the end of this video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.